Hey guys, how are ya? Hope you're doing great as always, and I'm here with exciting news. And the news is that, to get it right off my chest, the Black Rifle Coffee Company is finally going public. This has been a long time brewing, pun intended. And basically today, the day of recording, the 10th February 2022, um, Evan Hafer and co-chief executive officer Tom Devin, as well as multiple U.S. military veterans, including Purple Heart recipients, will ring the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. Um, and again, this is basically a SPAC merger, right? Meaning that there is a Silver Box merger, Engage Acquisition Company, and Black Rifle Coffee. They will merge, and basically this will provide Black Rifle Coffee Company um, some decent money into their war chest, right? The and they are planning to use it to expand. That's the main goal, and that's why obviously many people are excited about this, uh, because it's one of those great growth stories, right? And obviously, Black Rifle Coffee Company, they have a really ambitious plan to basically wedge themselves into this kind of a pie of existing companies that where obviously you have a Starbucks as the biggest dog, um, having the majority share of the overall market. But if Black Rifle Coffee Company is something that excites you as an investor and you want to do your due diligence, then definitely it's something worth looking into. Based on basically, I did like a 1 hour deep dive into the presentation deck a couple weeks ago. I will link it somewhere around here in the corner, or how it works. And in the presentation deck, right, I mentioned that it will all come down to execution, right? Because obviously, uh, the Black Rifle Coffee Company, they really need to put themselves out there as much as possible, and they are doing this marketing, in my opinion, like really, really well. They are obviously spending a crazy amount of money on the marketing, but that's what you need to do when you are at this stage and you want to grow, right? Because they were able to basically grow their standard coffee wholesale or direct to customer business, but to take it to that next level and really became this uh, serious company. They have this expansion plan of opening their own stores called Outpost. So that's what's going to drive the growth, and also recognition, right? Because then you always have the company on your eyes, and you can see, okay, they are opening new stores and there are people there, and people go there, and people tell other people. So I've just screenshotted this one of the posts, right? Because couple of weeks ago, they basically announced that, for example, Travis Pastrana, right, one of the you know great sportsmen, is joining their team, and they are sponsoring lots of those uh, sports team and outdoor events. They also have a deal with like a Spartan race, right? So again, uh, they really fit into the culture. They lean towards this, this is like a rugged, tough guy, outdoorsman, people who love America, um, and they are doing it well. They've put miniguns on a freaking Tesla. So that's like things like that, that really catches people's attention. And obviously they have you know uh, crazy amount of followers on social media, quite a number on the YouTube. That's like, I think, 900k followers. Massive Instagram, both for like their main brand, but then also BRCC Pink, which is focus more on the women demographics. So that's one of the stuff, right? They are spending crazy amount of on marketing. Fine, they need to do that. And then obviously, as an invest, oh yeah, then actually I forgot to mention, right? Obviously on that news, the stock of that merger company basically kind of popped 20%. Let's see what the price action is going to be today. But that comes with a big caveat. As long-term investor, someone who takes this seriously and wants to have a real success in the market in the long run, you really want to be as cool as a cucumber, right? If this, what a price action is, that's just, don't rush into it. Make your own, due diligence, make your own valuation, some price target, and, let's see what the stock price does over the next couple of months, right? You really don't need to rush this, because of course, if it's gonna run and you cannot catch it, hey, there is always another company to invest in, and there is a real possibility, right, that it comes down with whatever hiccups they might encounter along the road, because obviously, basically what you want to see, in my opinion, as a long-term investor, and I've mentioned that in that longer presentation I had, that everyone can put a nice presentation deck together, right? But you really want to see that execution, right? Especially with opening these new stores, right? These outposts where people, they come there, they have a good time, they get a coffee, they hopefully get some merch as well, right? Because, Black Rifle Coffee Company, people are really passionate about them. They have a loyal customer base, which doesn't mind spending a couple of extra bucks on a t-shirt, mug. So they know how to work with their customers, and that's amazing. And they have this very ambitious expansion plan, right? So like, if they can pull this off, like, this is a massive opportunity, right? And as an investor, you will be handsomely rewarded, if Avon Hafer and the team can execute. And I would really like to stress this out. Obviously, if anyone can pull this off, it's Avon and the team, right? Because, I've been listening to some of the podcasts with him on Joe Rogan. I was listening to their own, kind of a media channels, and like the Black Rifle Coffee Company has really like a relatively long and story of a passionate man that obviously they are big portion of their staff has a military background. They are very used to hard work, disciplined work. They know how to execute. They know how to plan, and that's for me definitely one of the bullish points, right? That makes me want to make the bet on them. But of course, you always have to understand it in the context of your own whole portfolio. But again, for me, this is definitely one of the companies that I'm going to watch very closely, and might possibly open a position. You always want to have a couple of companies kind of on your mind that are interesting for you, and if the price is right, if it's the best use for your money at that particular point, then you need to be ready to pull the trigger like this, right? So you always want to have that backlog of companies. So that's all from my side. Basically, I'm super excited about the guys. Obviously, I'm proud of them, what they've built over a relatively short period of time, right? They expanded super rapidly, and I'm really looking forward to see how come they can close to some of these numbers. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, subscribe, tell your neighbor, this kind of stuff. And looking forward to having you soon again. Take care.